saw a room in the back of the restaurant. What was it?
The lottery room.
I don't think Joanne likes the boat rocking as much as I do.
It's not rocking, it's about to tip over.
It's not about to tip over.
So that was pretty cool, getting to see two trains meet each other nose to nose right on that curve.
One is setting up to take a 360-degree photograph. I've never seen that done. That's going to be pretty cool to see that.
All right, we are going to officially welcome you to the Fall Follies gathering at the Tearjerkers.
Here we go.
Okay, the big day has finally arrived. The Campese 5945 Teardrop is built. It's done. I can't believe it. So today's a special day for Camping Camera. The channel just turned 5,000 subscribers strong. So we appreciate every single one of you. Look forward to many more episodes. Let's make a wish and get the channel going. So now that we've hit 5,000 subscribers and we've built a Teardrop Camper, where's the channel going to go from here? Well, if you remember a few episodes back, we talked about converting a cargo trailer into a camper. Even bought a couple parts to start that conversion. Yeah, I still plan on doing that. And quite frankly, the weather's finally turned off kind of cool for the season. It's not officially the start of winter, but I can sure feel it in the air. And I found a little leak in the roof of my cargo trailer, which is fine because I'm going to strip the whole inside out anyway. But I want to fix that roof leak before I start construction. And to do that, I need to find a warm enough day to put some self-leveling sealant on that roof and get that all fixed up. Now, it is coming on winter time, but in East Tennessee, there's an old saying that if you don't like the weather, just wait because it's going to change. So hopefully we'll have a warm day or two before winter really sets in and I can get that sealed up and then I can actually start that conversion. But we've got a lot of other topics too. I still want to do some teardrop camping, and I plan on doing some wintertime teardrop camping. I've never been one to camp in the winter, but I've kind of got an itch to do it this year and I want to take you along. But we've got all kinds of stuff to cover. So I hope you've enjoyed the channel so far because that's the same kind of content that I hope to show you in the future. So again, the channel's not just about me and my Teardrop Camper. It's about the whole community. Lots of good people out there. You know, sometimes in my episodes I do a viewer spotlight segment where I'll show a pretty cool little camper and, you know, some features about it. Well, I want to do that today, but I want to do a little bit of an extended viewer spotlight. And I've got 3 pretty cool campers I think you're going to like. So let's take a look at them. Okay, you're going to see me look down quite a bit. I've got my notes. No way I can remember all these details. And I know for sure I'm going to butcher these names. But the first one comes to us from David Fajardo. David has built a really cool camper he calls the 7th Inning Stretch. He's a big sports fan. He really likes the Chicago Cubs, so he wanted to build a teardrop themed off of that. One of the cool things about this teardrop is his clever use of materials. The countertop is actually a stainless steel refrigerator door, or used to be a stainless steel refrigerator door. The side window came from an '85 Dodge conversion van. The galley cabinets were built from interior door jamb stock. That's pretty cool. And to save waste, whenever he cut out for his door and windows, he actually saved those plugs, if you want to call them that, and he used them to build tables with. So that was pretty clever. So, you know, a while back I did an episode on the price of building a teardrop. I had a lot of people comment on that and tell me I came in right where I needed to be. I had a few tell me I was crazy, and maybe I am. But here's just an example of how you could repurpose materials to save cost. And I actually have a pretty cool looking unique camper. So David, you did a good job on that, buddy. even though I plan on getting my teardrop out this winter and using it some, I mean, let's face it, it's cold outside, and most folks are in their workshop making it happen right now instead of sitting around by the campfire. Nothing wrong with that. So here's some inspiration to keep your own build going through this winter. This one comes from a fellow named Carl Johnson, and he started drawing this little camper in a program called SketchUp. I'm not sure, but I think SketchUp might be a free program, or it used to be anyway. I've seen it, I've not used it, but I've seen a lot of folks, you know, design their campers with that. He basically bought a Chinese kit trailer from a place called Carlex in South Australia. So this is not a guy from the U.S. here. He framed the walls and filled the voids with polystyrene insulation. And the walls are going to be skinned with 6mm Meranti faced plywood. So that's pretty neat. Now, most teardrops, you're going to put your head at the front of the teardrop when you're sleeping and your feet towards the galley. This one, he's going to be flipped around, kind of like a vestibule camper. And he's going to have a little cutout in the bottom, or a tray, where he can put his feet, and the bed is actually foldable, where it will fold up into a bench seat, if you will, so he can have a seating area inside the teardrop. That would be nice. There's been a day or two I've been trapped in my teardrop where it's been raining. That would have been a cool feature. The galley's going to have a cooler in the middle, a cooktop on the right, and like a water station on the left. And he's going to put a pass-through in the galley so that you can pass coffee into the cabin. That'll be pretty cool. And I think he's going to have places there where he can charge iPads and iPhones and whatnot. Now, one of the things that he's going to do, and I looked at myself, and I kind of wish I did, he's putting something called a Froley system on the floor of the camper under the bed. And you can basically take like a foam mattress and put it over this Froley system and make it like a mattress in your house that's on a set of box springs. I've never laid on it, but I've heard that it's super comfortable, so that's going to be a nice feature. Now, he's going to finish the outside of the wood camper with a material called Deluxe from Intergrain. Or it's called Deluxe Intergrain Clear, I guess you could say. So again, these are some Australian products that I'm not familiar with. But he's building a super nice camper. I can't wait to see this thing all finished up and on the road. So thanks for sending this information, Mr. Johnson. So the third and final camper for this episode comes from Reynold Tremblay in Canada. And after you see this, I think you're going to agree that this is a masterclass camper build. This thing is phenomenal. 7 years ago, Reynold decided he wanted to build a camper. I'm going to call it a teardrop. It's actually bigger than that. It's a stand-up, but let's just call it a teardrop camper. He wanted to build this thing, but he's a very visual person. So he built this thing full size out of cardboard. The furniture, the cabinetry, the tables, everything. He built this thing out of cardboard. He wanted to see what it was going to look like and how it was going to function. I mean, who does that? That's over the top. That had to be a massive project just to build this thing out of cardboard. But anyway, he built this thing. He saw what worked, what didn't, made changes, and then he tore it all down and he started building it for real. He had an aluminum frame welded up by a trailer builder. He designed the walls and had those CNC cut out for him, and then he took it from there. And I mean, the fit and the finish on this thing is phenomenal. From his boating roots, he used all stainless hardware, screws, fasteners, safety chains. I mean, anywhere he could use metal, he used stainless steel. And I know how hard it can be to find exactly what you want in stainless steel, so hats off to you there. Has a very sleek and modern looking rounded kitchenette area, and the rounded door actually opens up to access under the sink. Speaking of sinks, he put a space-saving fold-down sink in the bathroom area, which was neat. I'd never seen one of those before. Now again, he doesn't have it built. He's hoping to have it out of the shop by 2020. And it's been a 7-year project, so he's in the home stretch. He's hitting this thing hard trying to get it done. Some other information: the dimensions are 144 inches long, 76.5 wide, not including the fenders, 76 high. He'll know about what it weighs whenever he gets it out on the road. Oh, one funny thing, I'm reading the notes here. he said that whenever he started the project, he didn't have any tools. He said he had a handsaw and a miter box, and that's all he had. So he went out and bought some tools and took a weekend crash course in cabinet making, and then launched into the teardrop build. Man, I mean, you could not tell that you hadn't been building these things all your life. This is a phenomenal camper. So, hey, anyway, thanks for sending the photographs and the information on that. Good luck on your build. Hopefully you'll have that thing done by spring, 2020. Love to see photographs of that on the road. So, Reynold, thank you, my friend, for sending that in. So thank you to those three folks for sharing those build photographs and information with us. Thanks for being part of the community. One thing I forgot to mention earlier is that not only did we hit 5,000 subscribers since the last episode, but we actually had 500,000 views since the channel started. We finally hit 500,000 since the last episode. I am just tickled with that. Thank you all very much. That was an early Christmas present. And speaking of the holidays, this is coming up in Thanksgiving week. I want to go ahead and say happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Spend some time with your family and friends. Eat some turkey. Love on each other. Just fellowship. Have a good time. And I've got a little something special in the works I'm hoping to have out by the holiday weekend so that I can show you. I won't tell you what it is. It'll be something pretty cool. I've made a couple changes to the teardrop. I've picked up a couple things I want to show you. There may be a holiday buying guide in there, hint, hint. So anyway, hope you can come back and see that. And till next time, take care. We'll see you on the road.